Hello and welcome to the Seafoam Isles Draft League Season 2, uh, Game 6 of Week 5. This match is between Star Toad, coach of the Blue Cloyster Cult, and Reich, coach of the Burger Kingdras. The Mega Pokemon in this match are Mega Blastoise for Reich and Mega Scizor for Startoad. Both coaches are 3-1 right now, looking to gain the coveted 4-1 spot with two other coaches in the league. And the Z Pokemon are Z Any Dragonite for Reich and Z Attack Kabutops for Reich. Both are here. For Startoad, the Z Pokemon are Z Attack, Gengar, and Z Primarina. Without any further ado, let's get into the team preview, basically. So Reich brought rain this week, which is definitely interesting, considering Mega Scizor really loves the rain. I'm assuming that Reich just has a way to break down Mega Scizor, like a special plan. AKA spamming Mega Blastoise is my guess. Or just Scald burning it with Politoed, because I think Politoed is faster. So maybe Spec Scald is what Reich's plan is to beat Mega Scizor. Electivire looks like a giant threat with like Ice Punch and Thunder Punch. Like the Bolt Beam combo looks obnoxious, and then like I think it has close combat. I'm not sure. Or I'm not 100% sure, but I think it could probably hit Ferrothorn rather hard with like the elemental punches. But Rain and Ferro looks kind of disgusting, especially since Startoad lacks an actual fire type right now. And yeah, there is no fire type on Startoad's team, so both sides are going to be struggling to kill the opposing steel. Startoad's really going to struggle at breaking down Ferrothorn if it's like full physically defensive, because everything is really weak to it. And on vice versa, Mega Scizor with Roost and SD might be able to just absolutely blow through Reich's team. So it's just the unstoppable force versus the immovable object here. Or that's what I'm seeing. So, without further ado, I'm not going to keep them waiting any longer than I already have. And, let's go. In terms of leads, I'm just going to guess Garchomp, because it has been pretty consistently a rocker for Startoad. And for Reich, I don't see him leading Ferrothorn, especially because Garchomp can be running Fire Blast, and that could just absolutely screw up Ferrothorn. So, Reich's going to want to be careful in that front. Zapdos and Electivire, both electric types leading. This could be Motor Drive. So, Zapdos is definitely going to want to just like, I don't know if it wants to hard switch out. You might want to scout for Electivire's moves, but I'm rather confident that Reich has just a pretty solid plan here to just switch his hard into Politoed on an Ice Punch, which is just 21%. I'm just gonna guess Thunder Punch does probably like 70. Wild Charge will probably kill from this range, considering that. Oh, that was probably Bandit. That was a ton of damage, dude. That was a whole 21% from a resisted hit. So Startoad was just hitting what was in front of him. I'm just gonna guess Startoad's banded to break through Ferrothorn with a fighting move. Mega Scizor uses U-turn. Will static proc? Yes, it will. This looks like a defensive-ish Zapdos. I think I'm gonna guess Electivire goes for Thunder Punch here to mid-ground, but Ferrothorn has a good chance of switching in now because I think Reich may or may not know. I don't know the calc, but Reich might know what set Electivire is. This is either Bandit or Electivire is stronger than I'm giving it credit for. It might be AV to deal with Zapdos, but it's switching out on Politoed was not expected, so I'm going to guess it's choiced. Unless Startoad was expecting Politoed to be Scarfed, and yeah, I just wasn't sure. In comes Ferrothorn on the Volt Switch. So this is 100% choiced Electivire, if I had to guess. Volt Switch comes in hard. I think Zarude's going to come in. Body Press from Ferrothorn will be dangerous. However, I think Zarude can bulk up here rather safely and just then close combat. However, I feel like a hard switch to Zapdos is pretty much imminent right now. But I think it would be safe to just stick around with Zarude. There is a chance, though. Yeah, just the threat of the two flying types on Reich's team is really annoying for Zarude, to be honest. Both grass types looking at each other. I think there's a chance that Ferrothorn just gyro balls here as well. Because the only resisted gyro ball is Scizor, and then Scizor gets leech seeded, which it does not appreciate. Is this leftovers? It's not leftovers, so I'm going to guess it's Rocky Helmet. Could also be Oka Berry, just to completely decimate fire moves in the rain. Rain's only been out for 3 turns, which is not what Reich wants to see, if I had to guess. Body Press does a negligible amount, especially with leftovers. Zarude is looking very problematic now. I think Zarude is... I don't know how I feel about this right now. Because 2 flying types, I don't know if Zarude gets anything special to deal with flying types. In comes Dragonite. Bulk Up comes off again. Dual Wing Beat should be able to just snap Zarude. But +2 Zarude is actually rather tanky, so we'll see. But yeah, Dragonite is incredibly strong. So in that front, Startoad's going to want to be careful. I think at +1, a Dual Wing Beat will kill, so Zarude might just opt to break multi-scale right now with a U-turn and not take that Dual Wing Beat. I think we might see a U-turn into Electivire, though that is risky, especially if Dragonite goes for a Dragon Dance right here and then just Earthquakes into Electivire the following turn. But I do feel like actually, Rock Slide, interesting, does 44%. Dual Wing Beat might be able to KO from this range, but Leftovers might be pushing out. No, Dual Wing Beat. Crits. Big crit. That's going to be really tough. Right, gets these random good, bits of good luck every week. If Zapdos was Scarfed, I think it could have probably dealt with it. I'm not sure if it was Scarfed. Dual Wing Beat crit is definitely really big, though. That really opens up a lot of Pokemon. Well, it doesn't open up a lot of Pokemon, but the thing is, it opens up Kabutops a little bit more. It opens up Ferrothorn to just be an absolute nuisance. So, Zarude going down, because Zarude kind of was the one thing stopping Leech Seed spam, and now it's back. So, Dragonite won't stay in here on the Ice Beam. There's no way it tries to tank an Ice Beam from this. Because I don't think there's a single move dragon I can learn unless it like crits outrage. Oh wait, it could be Z dragon and kill, I guess. I'm not 100% sure, but if I had to guess, it is Z. No, it's not Z. It might be heavy duty boots. Ice beam does no damage. Future sight is probably going to come out here. Polytoad can't really hit this. There's the retribution from earlier with that crit. The toxic mist gives Startoad a free future sight, which hits everything except for Ferrothorn. So Startoad's probably going to go into his Ferrothorn check. No, he's going to probably go Scizor U-turn out into his Ferrothorn check. And then just hit what's in front of him. So that crit was bigger than the toxic miss, but at least it is a little bit of just like karma to satiate, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to just think of possible endgame Pokemon. Maybe Scizor. That does really depend though, because Heat Wave on Zapdos is really obnoxious despite rain, and it has a really time breaking through Zapdos in general because that Zapdos looked rather defensive. Electivire hard switches in Scald does so much damage. Yeah, and then there's no recovery. So I'm just 100% guessing that this thing is Scarf. In comes Durian. Garchomp is the choice to revenge. Future Sight does 17%. What does Garchomp could... does Garchomp go for a sub here? I think Garchomp can sub here. Garchomp Scale Shot. Like last week. Scale Shot. Earthquake. God. Scale Shot, Earthquake. Shenanigans. Because Ferrothorn's not gaining any passive recovery. It's going to want to press Leech Seed. Though it's not abundantly clear whether Garchomp is sub or not. So, Reich and Startoad are kind of at a pivotal point at this time. Just trying to see what... Well, Startoad knows what set he is, but Reich has to make kind of a big play here. Leech Seed, if Startoad just goes hard SD and Reich goes for a body press, Reich's in a terrible spot. But if Reich goes for a Leech Seed in that position, he's in a good position. Power Whip does 39%. It's not Rough Skin. It's Sandville. Huh. I would have guessed it would have been... I would have guessed Oh, there's a crit. That is huge. I don't know if the crit mattered because +2 Garchomp is a massive threat. In comes Kabutops. Kabutops might have an ice move. However, it's probably Banded Liquidation. So I could see Slowking trying to just switch into this. However, knockoff could be a problem because there is no knockoff resist due to Zarude's being dead. We'll see. But if Garchomp stays in, especially if he goes for a Scale Shot from position and just kills, I think Reich might have a really bad time. Earthquake goes and does a lot of damage. Rain's almost out. Reich reveals that he's not banded, so I think Garchomp is just free to just spam Earthquake from this point. Maybe even go for a Scale Shot to absolutely punish a substitute, unless he misses, which would really suck. However, I think, Kabutops has to definitely go for a move here, an attacking move or switch, because Rain has one turn, and if Garchomp goes for a Scale Shot here, it might be really tough for Reich to make it out of this. Earthquake also just has a chance of coming out and just killing. I think Scale Shot can kill at +2 because, you know, it's Garchomp. +2 Garchomp. Assuming Scale Shot doesn't miss, which it has a habit of doing. So will Scale Shot or Earthquake be the move that is used? I don't, yeah. Starto doesn't plan on switching out. Down goes the Morton Bay Bug. Blastoise might come in and go for Aqua Jet. The Blastoise looks really dangerous right now, actually. Especially if it has Aqua Jet, of course. If it doesn't have Aqua Jet, I think that's just game. No, it's not. Bullet Punch will kill from here. That did so much. This has probably got like a little bit of bulk investment to have lived that Earthquake. It might have also been a roll, or I'm just underestimating Blastoise. So we're gonna see a Volt Switch here, and that's gonna kill something or give Star Total a lot of momentum. Boom Burst, Swellow has incredible cleanup potential now because everything is weakened. The only question is whether it can kill Zapdos or not at this range. So that's basically what Starto needs to check is whether Swellow can kill Zapdos from this range. If Zapdos opts to switch in here, I think Startoad has a chance to go for game with Swellow. Wild Charge does pick up the KO, does 3% to Electivire. Can Wild Charge kill Dragonite from here? That's my question. I know Slowking can just somewhat reliably take on Dragonite, but can it kill Dragonite with Electivire? Can Wild Charge kill from here? Because I think this Electivire is Scarf. It could also be banned, like I said earlier, but I do believe that this Electivire is probably Scarf. Wild Charge does kill, so Electivire might be able to just go for game now. Just spam Wild Charge till its last breath. If anything, Zapdos tanks Wild Charge and then just roosts it off to try and get Electivire to self-kill. Oops. So let's see what happens from this position. Can Zapdos live a Wild Charge from a Electivire? I'm going to guess that this is choice banded because of that. Electivire is putting on an impressive show here, though. It's been putting in a lot of work. Like as a pivot and just a straight offensive Pokemon. So in comes Zapdos. This is pivotal. If Zapdos can live a Volt Switch, a Wild Charge from this Electivire, there's still hope for Reich. Agility, oh shoot. No, it just dies. Okay. This is Bandit Electivire. It lived? Oh, I'm just blind. I don't have my glasses on. Okay, it comes down to this paralysis then on Mega Scizor, I believe. Does the paralysis come through? Does static paralysis win Reich the game? Cast your votes now. I don't think it will. It's a 1 in 4. I'm putting my money on Startoad being able to win here. I got my. It's not in Power Fire. Oh shoot. He needs some serious hack. Bullet Punch does go through. Okay, I think that's game because Slow King should be able to take on Polytoad. Skull does 44. U-turn does 42. Swallow comes in, cleans up with Boom Burst, and that is game. Yeah, game 3-0 for Startoad. Incredible game, dude. That was awesome. Love that. There was a little bit of hacks in that game. Not gonna lie, but both sides were able to somewhat recover from their respective hacks. SD Garchomp, Electivire, Scizor came up big in the end. That was incredible by Startoad. He managed to live through some pretty nasty hacks, but Reich's prep was pretty solid. I think in the end it was just not bringing enough fire moves and probably underestimating Garchomp and Mega Scizor. Electivire as well. Electivire was insane. Ferrothorn was pretty good, but it did get crit. I'm not sure if that crit mattered, but if it did matter, I think there was just even hacks in the end then. So, yeah, love that game. That was my favorite game of the week to watch, I think. I will probably see you in the next one I record.